They say love and money don't mix, but sometimes it's not love that breaks people, it's greed hiding behind a smile. This is the story of Sarah, a woman who believed too much, and James, the man who used her love to feed his hunger for wealth. And in between them stood Emma, her best friend, the bridge between trust and betrayal. It was a sunny afternoon when Sarah met James. Emma, her best friend, had invited her out to a small cafe near the university. She waved at a man sitting by the window, tall, quiet, wearing a simple shirt. Sarah, this is James, Emma said brightly. He's new in town. You two should talk. James smiled, a little shyly. Nice to meet you. Sarah noticed his calm voice, his gentle manners. Something about him seemed genuine. They spoke for an hour about dreams, family, and the struggle of life in the city. From that day, James started calling, texting, checking on her, and before long they became inseparable. Emma would joke, "Ah, see my handiwork. I'm your matchmaker, oh." And Sarah would laugh, never knowing those words would one day sting. Months passed. James moved into a bigger apartment. He told Sarah he wanted to build something big, a business maybe, or real estate. But money was the problem. One evening while they sat on the balcony, James spoke softly. "Babe, I heard of a spiritual ritual for success. Not evil or just a way to open doors." Sarah frowned. "A ritual? What kind?" "A clean one. My friend did it. He's rich now. I just need some funds to start." She hesitated, but his eyes were full of faith and desperation. He said, "This is for us, Sarah, for our future." Those words melted her heart. She emptied her savings and handed it to him. Emma, when she heard, was surprised but supportive. "If you trust him, then okay. Maybe God will use this to bless you both." None of them knew that ritual meant something darker. James disappeared for 3 days. He said he was going to the mountain for prayers. When he returned, he was different. His voice was deeper, his eyes sharper. He began to speak less, smile less, but he bought new clothes, got a car. Sarah was confused. "James, is the business doing well already?" He smiled. "Things are working faster than I expected." She hugged him, proud and thankful. But strange things began to happen. Her health grew weaker. She'd wake up feeling drained. She had nightmares of rivers and blood. When she told James, he brushed it off. "It's just stress, babe." "You worry too much," Emma, noticing Sarah's pale face, advised her to rest. But James began avoiding her. One afternoon, Sarah went to surprise James at his house. She brought him homemade food, his favorite jollof. But when she entered, she froze. Emma's shoes were at the door. From the bedroom, she heard laughter. Her heart raced. She walked in and saw them together. "Emma, James." They both went silent. Emma stood up, face pale. "Sarah, I can explain." James interrupted coldly. "Sarah, please, don't make a scene." She dropped the food and whispered, "You used me. Both of you." James looked away. Emma's eyes filled with tears. A month later, Sarah heard that James and Emma were getting married. Yes, her best friend and her ex-lover, the same man who took her money for ritual blessings, the same man Emma introduced her to. At first, they seemed happy. They posted pictures, new house, flashy car, travels. But people started talking. James was restless. Business partners complained he was rude, unstable. Emma grew thin, withdrawn. Rumors spread that their wealth came from a ritual of exchange, that the success demanded something precious. One night, Emma reportedly screamed in her sleep, "Sarah, forgive me." James's wealth began to vanish. Deals failed. Cars sold. Sickness came. Emma left home and went to her mother's house. Sarah, though heartbroken, prayed for peace. She had learned her lesson in the hardest way. Sarah started over. She got a new job, joined a women's group, began sharing her story. "Don't let love blind your sins," she would tell them. "If someone asks you for money in the name of love or ritual, walk away." She learned that real love never demands your sacrifice for someone else's greed. that even best friends can betray you if you ignore warning signs. Years later, she met a humble man named Daniel, kind, hardworking, open about everything. He didn't promise magic, he promised honesty. And for the first time, Sarah felt peace. Money rituals never end well. When you build wealth on deceit, it rots from the inside. When you use love as a ladder, you fall when the truth comes out. Sarah lost money, time, and friendship, but she found wisdom, and that in the end was worth more than gold.